Today we're going to make chicken rice and gravy in a slow cooker. For this recipe we're going to need 4 to 5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts, a 22-ounce can of cream of chicken soup, 6 cloves of minced garlic, a tablespoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of each dried thyme and ground clove, 1 teaspoon of each black pepper and ground sage, a tablespoon of dried oregano, and 1½ teaspoons of salt. First, we're going to put a couple of spoonfuls of the cream of chicken soup in the slow cooker. Then we're going to put the chicken breasts on top of that, making sure to trim and remove any undesired pieces of skin or fat. I put some of the soup in first to make cleaning the pot easier after dinner, as I found that meat directly against the crock pot tends to be a bit tougher to clean. Then we're going to add the rest of the soup to the crock pot. After that, we're going to scatter the oregano, sage, thyme, onion powder, garlic, salt, black pepper, and ground clove to that. Then cover it and cook on low for 8 hours. I made sure to grab shots every few hours so you can see how the meal progressed. Unfortunately, I started mixing it up just before the 2-hour shot because I wasn't thinking about the recordings. After 8 hours, I started to cook the rice. You can find the exact directions in my video for how to cook rice, but it's fairly easy. 1 part rice, 2 parts water, splash of olive oil, bring it to a low simmer, and simmer it for 15 minutes. From what everyone else said, this dish turned out really well. Unfortunately, I had a mild cold at the time, and it may have messed with my sense of smell and taste. We did pack up the extra food for lunches later in the week, as we often do.
Alright.
To health and friendship.
Heck yeah!
Sláinte.
Sláinte.
This is just like falling apart beautifully.
I know, right? Well, so that's what happens when you cook it in the crock pot as opposed to cooking it in the frying pan. Now, I normally cook mine in the frying pan, and while it is still very yummy, it's chicken, so it ends up being drier. So crock pot is actually the better way to go for this dish.
This tastes very different to me. I wonder if it's because of all the meds I'm on.
Probably. And the fact that you can hardly smell because your nose is so stuffed up.
It tastes like super salty and bitter.
It's a little salty, but I like salt.
Does it taste bitter at all?
No. No.
The cough meds were really messing with my head then.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Indeed. But yeah, it's not better. I mean, you could have backed up on the clove a little bit, but I like it. Yeah. Well, it is right in that too much clove will make it bitter.
Then maybe it's too much clove for me.
Yeah, it might be too much clove for you.